Welcome back. This is Billy Alvaro, Easy Sell Property Solutions on the radio, 103.9. We have a company called Easy Sell Property Solutions, and we're here with Matt Merenoff on the radio show Cashing Out today. And I just wanted to say, Matt, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate you coming out. So listen, in the last segment, you were speaking about how you help people and what you guys do to service them. You mentioned something about knowing who the servicer is of their loan. Why is that important? Well, first of all, what's a servicer for people out there who don't understand? And why is that important?
Well, here's a couple things people don't know about. The scary part is that you legit could have your loan with, let's say, a national bank, and then think that, for whatever reason, that loan itself is still with that bank. But chances are is that they're staying on as a servicer.
Right.
And then they're actually selling the loan off, and somebody else is purchasing the loan, another investor behind the scenes.
So another investor owns the note after it's been sold, but your original servicer may be servicing, or maybe the servicing was sold as well.
Correct.
Sold over to another servicer. Okay. So why is that important to know?
It's important to know because, back in the day when people were flipping out and they were worried about, what's going to happen, I haven't paid my mortgage, the servicing company's not working with me, and then the loan gets, sold off. A lot of times these loans are not getting sold off. They're just getting service transferred. And people don't understand that. So it's really easy to find these things out, but the general public doesn't know it. And let's be honest, when you get your mortgage, it's not like they give you a packet or a trifold and say, hey, in the event you default on your loan, this is the process that you need to do.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people bury their head in the sand because they really don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They don't know who to speak with. They don't know who the quote unquote experts would be. I'm actually asking people now if it's okay if I can audio record conversations, and I'm going to air those on my podcast so people can actually hear what the general public is saying about, hey, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Hey, I didn't know. Or, I was going to file bankruptcy, but I don't have anything else to file bankruptcy about, but I'm going to file bankruptcy because, my attorney said, hey, pay me $3,500 and I'm going to file bankruptcy.
Wow.
It just doesn't make sense.
Are you finding a lot of people that come to you initially, they want to save their house, or do they want to get rid of their house?
Okay, so my whole thing is that I like to try to give people options themselves so they know what the options are. Mm-hmm. So as long as they understand what the options are, then they'll understand where they can go, whether they can be placed in a modification, a forbearance agreement. Is there something that might be a principal reduction? Principal reduction really is a thing of the past.
Yeah, that was big a couple of years back.
It was big a couple of years back, but check this out. If somebody's want to do a principal reduction, chances are it's actually a hedge fund who purchased a loan,
right?
And they want to get it performing again. Yeah. Why? They want to get it performing because they want to sell it. They want to bundle it up with other positions, right? Other first lien positions, and be able to profit more off of it.
Are you finding that some of the hedge funds or some of the note buyers out there who are purchasing these notes, that they're really investors who want to foreclose so they could take the property, redevelop it themselves, not foreclose and give it to a realtor, but actually foreclose and do what we do, renovate it and put it back on the market? Right. You finding that's happening more often now than not?
No.
I'll
tell you why. Because nobody wants a house. What they want to do is they want to make something performing, and they want to get positive cash flow. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. We're going to talk about how the market's going to turn and what's going to happen next. The other thing is that people don't realize, like, when they get into the situation with their loan, right, and they fill out 9,000 pieces of paper, they don't read the paperwork. So homeowners are not answering responses when they're in trouble with their properties. By not answering the notices that come to the door, you got 35 days, you got 45 days. It's like a steamroll effect, and everything is moving fast forward. I equate it to a race car whipping around a track doing about 250. How fast can a race car go?
I don't know. Not that fast.
Pretty fast.
So let's say 160 miles an hour.
There's a race car icebergs here.
Isn't it 2038? So at the end of the day, we're making it so that race car never finishes the race. Foreclosure never gets to the end. So we're slowing it down to 10, 15 miles an hour.
Which is smart. So you're working with the sellers of the property, the owners of the property. You're working with the law firm to get them to do whatever they have to do to, now let me ask you, what if the seller of that property buried his head in the sand, didn't answer that? In New York, it's a 20-day response, and you have all of these different pieces that get put on one another. What if they don't respond, and they come to you when it's at the point where, you know what, it's like,
and the auction date set and judgment of foreclosure hit.
If they're not willing to file a motion and go in front of a judge, or do something like completely radical, like following a bankruptcy. Remember, I'm not an attorney.
Sure.
And I'm not a realtor.
Yep.
So I can't speak about certain things, but I can speak loosely about it. Mm-hmm. You better figure out fast and furious what's going to happen, because I'm not a religious person. But I'll tell you what, Jesus Christ, he's not coming down writing a check and saving your house the day of the foreclosure or the public auction of your house. They need to pull their head out of the sands and face reality.
Yeah. So if
but you can't do it though.
If they didn't face
it.
reality, and then they come to you and they're like, "Yo, listen, I'm in a situation and I have this foreclosure is looming. It's over my head. They already got a judgment of foreclosure. Any day they're going to have the auction date set."
Yep.
Could you, at that moment, if they're ready, willing, and able to work with you, could they work with you?
We've actually stopped sheriff sales the same day.
Same day.
I love it.
Love
Yeah.
it. So that's
we don't play around. That's why people joke around. They call me the Hebrew Knight, the Hebrew Hammer, whatever it is. Like, I go full force. I just need to know that I have the support of the seller, and if they have a foreclosure, bankruptcy attorney, or who they're dealing with, or who they're getting their bad advice from, tell that person, just step aside
and let you.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you got Larry who works down at the loading dock, right? And Larry's best friend Sandy's wife's cousin was in his house for 6 years and nothing happened. But yet I got a sheriff's cell, over my head in 9 months.
Right.
What happened? Well, I don't know. What did Larry's cousin's best friend, Sarah, whatever, are they going to help you in the end?
Absolutely.
Because they're telling you to sit in your house and wait, right? Oh, the bank will lose the paperwork, or they don't have the correct paperwork. They're doing lost note affidavits on these mortgages, right? That's why I say it's not 2008.
Yeah,
people need to smarten up. They need to be at this event because they need to learn what's really going on behind the scenes.
So everybody out there, you're listening, if you want to learn about the short sale business, if you want to learn about what's about to happen in the market, if you want to understand what the next 2 to 4 years is going to bring, I highly recommend you go out and see Matt and his group. They're going to be in Elizabeth, New Jersey at the Hilton, the 26th and 27th of January this month. Go to their website, www.rrgbootcamp.com. What's the code for them to get the 25% off?
All-Star 25.
All-Star 25 gets you 25% off. I mean, listen, to begin with, the investment is $197. Now, I'm not getting $1 from Matt. I'm not looking for a kickback. This is me knowing what this guy does, following him on Facebook, knowing that he's an expert in the industry. And so Wayne and myself, we're experts. We align ourselves with people who know what they're doing. I only want people on here who can bring value. Maddie brings value. If you want to learn about shorts, if you want to learn about how to get into that side of the business, if you want to understand it, by all means, reach into your pocket, pull out your credit card, go to his website. I'm not getting $1 kickback. I swear to God. Go there, check it out, www.rrgbootcamp.com. And again, the code is what?
It's All-Star 25.
All-Star 25. Go there, go to the site, register for the 26th and the 27th. Matt's been doing this since 2005. Wayne and I have been in this business. I've been doing this full-time since 2009. Wayne came in, 2010, 2011, around there? Yeah. It's the market. It's good when it's good, and when it's bad, there's a ton of opportunity. Absolutely. We've been talking. We're going to talk on the next, because you're going to stay here. We're going to do another 2 segments.
Oh, nice.
The industry is changing. And it's not for everybody out there to be afraid. I'm talking investor-wise. You should not be afraid. You just have to understand and be prepared, because the opportunities are going to be unbelievable. Mark my words. They're going to be unbelievable. You just have to know what to do. You have to shift gears in the way in which you're underwriting your files. You have to start buying smarter. And when the opportunity arises, and it will, might be 18 months, might be 12 months, might be 24 months, might be 30 months. Nobody knows. Nobody has a crystal ball. But when it happens, it's going to happen. And if you're prepared, you're going to be able to capitalize on the market, on the downturn. Don't be afraid. Understand, there's ways to make money when the market goes up, when it's sideways, or when it goes down. You just have to shift gears and know how to actually service the clients that are out there, the sellers, and how you and your team can capitalize on that. But remember, you always have to keep the client's concern as number one. You have to do deals that are fair. If it's a win-win, everybody wins. If it's a win-lose, eventually it's going to bite you in the ass. I mean, that's the bottom line.
For sure.
I mean, that's it. Listen, we are Easy Sell Property Solutions. Listen, it's been a great having you on the show today, brother.
Thanks,
honestly,
man.
I'm
Appreciate
looking for the next one.
Absolutely.
If you want to find out about us, we are on the website www.easysell411.com or by phone 631-400-EASY. You can watch us here every Saturday. You can listen to us every Saturday from 12 to 12:30 on 103.9. Every Monday at 10:15, we go live with Facebook and live with Instagram. Love to have you guys in. Make some comments, make some noise, and please share the video. Thanks so much, and have a great day, guys.